Vinge and Ray Kurzweil have been instrumental in promoting the concept of a technological singularity. This describes an explosion of technological growth driven by superintelligence. Science and technology are the products of increasing intelligence. The singularity is better described as an intelligent singularity. Intelligence is built on the same foundational elements as consciousness and ethics. The singularity should be considered as a consciousness, ethics, and intelligent singularity. Early survival efforts forced us to develop the focused attention that we call consciousness. We learn what is important for our survival and keep some attention concentrated on information related to that area. Focus of attention begins as a necessity. As our ability to do this grows, we hone the focusing skill and expand the list of important information areas and constantly improve our priority list of what is important. Ethics begins by trying to stay alive, but then it grows to consider living well. Out of this develops an ability to analyze scenarios to determine the best pathway toward well-being. This early form of ethical analysis expands beyond just self to include others, groups, species, life, matter, energy, space, time, and spiritual principles. We start learning to apply importance on any of those levels, across all the levels seeking overall harmony. The foundational elements involved in developing our consciousness and ethics are information storage and retrieval, abstraction, pattern recognition, trend prediction, and priority setting. All other cognitive functions are built on these. As intelligence advances, so must all of these areas. The original description of the singularity by Vinge and Kurzweil framed intelligence as the key factor in technology, as both a product of that and a feedback source. But intelligence is not the foundation. The real foundation is a combination of consciousness, ethics, and intelligence. The singularity is a recursive feedback amplification of consciousness, ethics, and intelligence. The growth in any one area amplifies the others and promotes growth in them. Technology is an obvious end product of this growth curve, but advanced consciousness, ethics, and intelligence will be far more transformative and essential. Not only do they fuel the explosion, they must be balanced for smooth, sustained growth. Cognitive dissonance is a confusion resulting from an apparent conflict between two beliefs that were previously considered to be foundational. The CEI singularity is a cognitive rupture where the old structure is dissolved and a metamorphosis self-organizes something new. Intelligence without the direction of the focused attention of consciousness is just optimizing without a clear direction. Acceleration without ethics is dangerous. The foundational elements are information storage, abstraction, pattern recognition, trend prediction, priority setting. Information storage requires a reliable process and media form for storing and retrieving information without loss. Abstraction develops a spectrum of techniques to isolate fundamental aspects of information that are essential while non-essential components are downgraded or deleted. Pattern recognition analyzes basic abstractions to detect sequences that are repeated without regard to the background context. Trend prediction forecasts extensions to chains of pattern sequences that have causal connections. Priority setting uses predicted trends to establish levels of importance for attention focus and ethical analysis. Improvements in these foundational components allow consciousness to expand information inputs, add more high-priority items on the attention focus list, and constantly improve the priority list that directs the focus. The same improvements allow ethics to expand the levels it considers, make better predictions about future scenarios, and find more harmony in balancing the different levels against each other. Improvements in consciousness and ethics feed back into the foundational elements, and in turn, elevate overall intelligence. All three of these elements operating in a recursive loop create the CEI singularity. This version of singularity can become stable, where versions with a more simple focus may not persist. If this continues, greater amplification of the foundation components will follow. Memory can become collective. Abstraction can evolve into high-dimensional versions. Pattern recognition and trend prediction look across much longer time frames. Perhaps most important, the balance and harmony possible in this mode can enable civilization to avoid existential threats that lie in the path moving forward.